went down like a crazy Eddie Huang rabbit hole in order to get to this. First, I watched Always Be My Maybe, and I really liked Randall Park, so I watched Fresh Off the Boat to see more of him. Then that brought me to looking up Eddie Huang's book, Fresh Off the Boat, which the show is based off of, and I ended up looking him up and finding this TV show and wanting to learn a little bit more about who the show is based off of. And then, funnily enough, I ended up liking this show a lot more than I liked Fresh Off the Boat. This show is a travel food show that follows Eddie Huang around the world. He tries different foods. Now, although this show is technically about the food and is technically a food show, it is very, very obvious from the beginning that that is just a vehicle and an excuse for Eddie Huang to sit down with these people and have something in common and to share a meal to learn about their culture, way of life, history, and problems. Now, I'm sure some people wouldn't like that, but I do really like that. The food plays its part. It is amazing, and it's nice to see how these people eat and the different things they make that are a part of their culture. But I can't eat the food. I don't want to spend an entire hour-long episode just looking at food that I can't eat. So although it plays its part, I really like the fact that every single one of these episodes is like a small, fun documentary about this place. And Eddie Huang is the perfect person to take us on that journey. Now, let's talk about Eddie, because without him, this show doesn't work. Eddie Huang is a second-generation immigrant from China that made his fame and fortune off of different restaurants in New York City. Eddie doesn't exactly seem like that kind of guy though. He doesn't give off the smart businessman type vibe. Eddie Huang is a huge fan of rap music, and he has developed his own style that many people have really talked about, and he's incorporated that into pretty much everything he does, including this show. He's also not at all shy about his rowdy lifestyle and his love of parties, booze, and weed. Now what's nice about that is you're really caught by surprise. And it's very nice seeing him have these incredibly smart moments when he speaks with people with respect and dignity and is obviously very smart and knowledgeable about what he is talking about when it comes to these people's cultures. Seeing both sides of them is very interesting and a lot of fun to see in this show. Huang's World was canceled after only a couple seasons, but those were two very amazing seasons, and it was an amazing time. Eddie was never shy about asking the big questions, and he was never shy about putting himself in there and making himself a part of the culture and the politics in that area. He would talk to people about uncomfortable things that he didn't necessarily believe in because it was his job, and he wanted to try and empathize with these people. Sure, it got really political at times, and that's probably part of the reason it got canceled off of Vice. But like I said, this show really isn't about the food. It's about Eddie and the places he goes, and he was just being true to himself. I give this show an 8.5 out of 10. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other reviews.